It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Trap 50, trap Panther, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack.
I
don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Rattlers. Buffalo 18, 5 years. Mustang 19. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Smith to return it. Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari and Hampton with a first touchdown in this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4.
Get it.
Back to throw. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
First down, Philadelphia.
Let's go now.
Back to throw now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Tight. Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
60. 60. 19.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Red. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 back. Buffalo 18. 18. Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd and less than a yard.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 79, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Mason Graham. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the 2nd coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be, and he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, Cub 19, Cub 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. 7-3 the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll work inside here, Hampton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Daniels. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
6 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Daniels. He gets this to Hampton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Benson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
18 Cardinals, come on. Hey. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Now Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Mustang 19, Dragon 69 with Warriors.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
60 Eagles, 60. Buffalo, 70 Rangers, 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 70 Timberwolves.
2nd and 1. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. He's in the space past the 25. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Second and 6.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. 65. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
He'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation and making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Dragon 60. Hurt. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Cup 19.
To the air goes Daniels. got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ty Felton, 69 yards. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through their posts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Big Lion. Hurt. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Daniels looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Yes, ready. Rig alert. 70 Timberwolves.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, guys, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Go street.
2nd and 11. That's to Omarion Hampton out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Street. Hurt.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Buffalo, Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And now they'll shift things around.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Cowboy 80. Crispy Eagle. Captain Ranger. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jaden Reed, 68 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10.
Makes the score. Chiefs 17. Eagles 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Cardinal, 8.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just have an outbreak tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marion Hampton, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Chiefs 24. Eagles 10.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Shot. Hey, smash. Hurt. Rig. Tap the 60.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And they'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Will try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ty Felton, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. At the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Xavier Worthy, 68 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they can just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Hampton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Down right around the 25. Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. Tight. 60. Buffalo 8, 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
70 Lions.
On the give, this is Hampton. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Hey, Smash. Trap 60, trap 60.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 60 by 6. 60 by Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs will have of the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. A run once more with Hampton.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Hurt. 70 Lions. Hurt. Right there. Check. Hurt. Mustang.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Go, Riggs, go. 70 Ranger. Trap 60. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Go, Street. 60 by 20.
Now Daniels will try and do this himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Come 19 tight. Hurt. Hey, check that. Street.
To throw is Daniels. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Panther 60.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
And the
Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl